Okay, why am I not? What is going on, guys? I am working on some technical difficulties at the moment. Let me see how I can get the video running. Hey, everybody. Hey. What's up, man? How do I get
How do I help you?
How do I get the camera to work?
Do you have the lens cover over it?
No,
Okay, is it gray or does it look live?
it doesn't look live. It usually has a green light.
Okay. Okay, look it up. Go to the left. And you have the lens cover off?
Yes. There's no green light here on the camera.
Okay, go to the left. There's no green light here. Go to settings.
Ooh.
Down at the bottom. Go to camera. That says dubstep camera.
Yes.
Click that. And do FaceTime HD. Perfect. And then
There we go.
There we go.
Thank you. Isn't my wife lovely? Look at that. Just like that, we are off to the races for Horse Talk Live. So exciting. Now I just have to make sure that we are unmuted on Zoom. Now we're unmuted and we have video. Oh my goodness, look at me. I'm basically a tech guru. Look at that. Look at that. What would I do without my wife? I have no idea. All right. Well, it has been an exciting week or so. We had a Hall of Famer retreat, which is freaking awesome. I think it was one of the craziest retreats that we had. We even had a field trip. We had so many folks there that were Hall of Famers and loved to spend time with us. We love to spend time with them. We took a field trip. We had a party bus. We had graduation and the award ceremony. We had Millie's second birthday. I believe that it was so fun that we are going to have a Hall of Fame blowout every single year from now on at the end of the year to like top off the year. It was really cool, really a good time. So much fun. Also, we were able to rehome our competition horses and find them their forever homes, which is very exciting for us for all that hard work and dedication day in, day out for those 6 months for it to work out where they found their forever homes. What else? We crowned a champion, and the champion was Miss Shay. Shay was the ultimate winner and is going to be my assistant trainer here at the ranch, as well as Miss Alexa got offered a position as well. So Miss Shay and Alexa, they both graduated. Shay won, but Alexa also got an invite to stay on the ranch. G graduated with honors, of course, and he left today to go start his business in Texas. So if you're in that Texas area, he is going to be taking in horses, which is really cool, really good guy. And Miss Jenna went back to Kentucky to keep working on her Mustangs up there and keep running her business. So really good time, awesome kids. Loved having them in. A lot of work, a lot of dedication. It's almost like a little I don't even want to call it like a hangover. It's like so much has been going on for so long that it is crazy to just woosah. We had 4 horses leaving today. We have 4 more leaving over the course of this week, training horses and competition horses that are going to their forever home. So very cool. It's going to be a quiet Christmas, and then we are going to be right back at it hard and heavy in January. So kind of enjoying this week or two of relaxing, spend a little bit more time with Millie, as she is now a 2-year-old, but never terrible though. Always wanting, now she wants to go on the tractor, then the motorcycle. And whatever I'm on, if I'm on the tractor, she wants to be on a motorcycle. If I'm on a motorcycle, she wants to be on the tractor. It's good fun. Good fun. That kid's going to cost a lot of fuel, I can tell. All right. So we are going to answer some questions along the way, and we are going to dig into these videos and see how we are doing. Miss Lindsay and Eve's first bridleless attempt is Miss Eve. Beautiful Frisian mare. These guys have come so far. I'm so proud of how far they've been able to come.
Oh.
So beautiful down there in Louisiana. Make sure when you're working on steering softer, instead of leaning your body that way, exactly, that was better. That you turn your chest that way. Because that twist in your pelvis. See it right there? You opened the door and leaned over, but we didn't twist our body as much. We didn't turn our chest in the direction we're going. If we want to go left and we twist our body, we're putting a bind on her spine, and that is really helpful. You see right through that turn how your chest stayed pointing at her neck the whole time? So you twisting will be a lot more obvious to her, and it will put a lot more pressure on her because you have a lot of power in your hips and in your legs. In the middle of the turns, put your hand back on her neck so she knows she's in neutral. You see how you're holding the whole time? Put that hand back down, and what that's going to do is going to be obvious when you pick it up. If you're always touching her, she'll start tuning you out. But if you drop that all the way to the back of her neck, it's going to be obvious and apparent whenever you do pick it up. So that's another thing when you're working on your bras that's very important as well. Hello from Charlotte, Missouri, Tennessee, PA, Louisiana. See right there, I would have dropped all the way to her neck. You see how since it's already touching her, you asking her to stop and back, she's kind of sluggish about it. If it wasn't touching her and now you ask her to stop and back and it is touching her, it'll be more obvious. That's it. That's it. Hey, hey, from the Great White North. That's it. Looking great. Looking good. Looking good. I'm liking it. That's it. Don't forget the twist. And don't forget the drop in between. Very nice. I love the backing. Love the feet motion. Heels are up there by the front cinch.
She's
Very
working on just getting him to drop his head and be soft in his face.
All right. Miss Liz is working Zorro. Zorro working on dropping his head here. I love how low her hands are. Very nice. I like that you have a little something there in the arena where he has to slow down and think. There we go. Looks a little chilly up there. I love the quietness. Look at that departure, how it's just plop, plop, plop.
She's working on getting him to slow down and using spirals.
Very nice. When you back a little bit further and then completely give him the reins and allow him to walk off on his own and then grab him. Whenever we push him into the walk, then he kind of jams up like that. So whenever you circle around here, you're doing a great job executing.
She's walking better, but there are times when she's walking and
All right, Miss Liz. So whenever you do that, the next time that you do that spiral, I want you to spiral and back, back, back. He thinks, okay, I'm done backing back some more. And then I want you to completely let go of the reins, completely loose, and allow him to walk off. And then when he walks off and you, without being excited at all, you go right back into circling and backing up crooked again. And then you completely release the reins. That will really take the wind out of a horse's sail to another level. It's like they chose to walk off and they walked themselves right into a back off versus you pushing them off to walk and then backing them up. The slight subtle difference there is a huge difference for a horse.
she just stops, and then the consistency of the speed is off.
Here for that draw rein, I would like to see it wrapped around her shoulders. I feel like that works better, especially when you're flexing and walking low like that, where it's in between her legs. I would like to see it wrapped around her legs, hooked to the same ring, but around the legs instead of in between the legs. And I find that gives us a better job of breaking them loose left and right, because this horse, yes, she needs to have her head down, but she also needs to be bendy left and right. And I find that I do better whenever I put those reins around the outside of her legs. See there how she kind of bunched up in a straight line, and she has that big arch That's what we're trying to take out. So when you have that head in a straight line and she's kind of bound like that, then you can start adding a little flexion.
We're doing better with stopping and direct.
Whenever you have that horse bunching up in a straight line, you can start flexing that horse in motion with the head down, and that will take the edge off of her. That will get her to hang her head versus just building up against it in a straight line. And the easiest thing you can do with those draw reins is, instead of going in between the reins, in between the legs, go around the legs to the same D-ring underneath the cinch.
But now we're having a problem with speed control.
So one of the things that we didn't install on Chica while she was here, just ran out of time, is we didn't work on that. See how you're using your Western stop? So it's like kind of all or nothing in your backing. If you would teach her how to spur stop, and that starts by asking her to drop her head with her spurs, heels, then hands until she drops her head, and then let go of both, heels, then hands. Very quickly, you'll just put your heels on, she'll drop her head. From there, you ask her to drop her head, hold the heels on. She says, I don't know what to do now. You hold her back a little bit with your hands, then you release heels and hands. And lastly, you give her a spur stop by putting your heels on her. She drops her head. You keep your heels on her. She slows down. You keep your heels on her. She stops. That does wonders for bridleless work. Very good job. You put a spur stop, and that horse is going to do bridleless great because you already have good steering and a good stop. All right. Now we're doing a little pedestal training. Looking good.
Quit looking at the hat. Quit looking at the hat. Good girl. Good girl. Good
Very
girl.
cool.
Good girl. Good girl.
So we're working on a pivot around the pedestal with the hind end. That is very cool.
Good girl.
She's got her 2 whips out there, 2 Liberty whips.
We're almost around.
Very nice. She's slow, but doing okay. She comes better towards in a way. Is that the right way to do it? If you feel like she does it better that way than the other way, then absolutely. As long as you're comfortable, she's not going to run into you. She seems pretty respectful, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. It's interesting the way that you have the come towards button by touching the come towards is interesting, but if it's working, don't change a thing.
Get up. Jump up. Good girl. Good girl. Whoops.
You really got this thing looking calm and quiet. That's a very cool change. Hey, Miss Sheila.
Okay.
It looks chilly up there. All right, so we're working on our gait now. And we're doing it bareback. Very cool. Oh, Taylor's rough. I have a Percheron that's in for training now that you saw at the retreat. You can give that a go, and we'll see how rough Taylor is. She's looking good. She seems happy-go-lucky. She's driving forward in the bridle nice. I like that string line work. It's hard to, if you're bareback there, it's hard to really pick on the seat too much. You gotta feel comfortable. You know, like you're holding on. You gotta feel where you're comfortable. So a lot of times your posture will change whenever you're riding bareback. While I'm looking at this beautiful fence of yours, if anybody on here has a spare post driver or their husbands have a spare post driver that they're not using and you want to barter for a retreat or horse training or something that we offer, I am looking for a fence post driver. Do I have dimensions for a pedestal? Pedestal, if you start by 3x3, you can make it square just like Miss Patty here has, and then you can knock it down and get a 2x2 and work your horse up that way. For me, that is the best way to do it.
Hi guys, I'm Kim and this is Bezos. The other video I had a helper. This one I don't, so I'm just kind of doing this on my own. He is, as you can see, terrified of the tarp. No, he's fine with the tarp. I don't have a line on him, but I can put it on his back. Things like that. He'll walk over it. So I'm not sure what I'm missing. He flexes for me, as you saw in the other video. I will get a video of him under saddle. But main issues that I have with him are when I'm riding him, especially away from those mares that you may or may not see way over there. Especially when I'm riding him, is he'll go for a little bit and then he'll start shaking his head really hard, pulling it from side to side. When I try to pull him around, he pulls back to the point where I have to get some gloves actually, because my hands are kind of getting messed up from it. He is a horse that was trained for show. I'm not sure exactly how far he went in the shows, but he came with kind of a lot of baggage. He's mellowing down now. He's quite the character. He does have some scarring on his back legs. The vet said he's okay to ride though, and if anything happened to, in the future with his feet, that'll be the reason. Hi Bezos, say hi to Michael and Kelsey and everybody.
Hello.
He came like that. I just did not notice it when I went to go see him. So you can tell he's a terror. But anyway, I will get a riding video to you. I just kind of wanted to show you the tarp. He's not afraid of it. And he's he's good with the flexing and all. Anyway, thank you for letting me be a part of the club. I appreciate it. And I will get you some under saddle videos soon. Thank you.
So I know the farm that this horse came from, and they do a really good job at getting them soft on the ground like this. I'm loving that work. That looks awesome. I think your biggest thing whenever you're going around that they may not have too much of is you want to make sure when you're looking for him to be quiet and soft that you're looking to put his head down. So he's obviously soft enough that you can do that on the ground already, and he's really looking to give you his head. But there for the show ring, they get him soft left and right, and then they pick their head up and drive them forward to win classes. What you want to do is get soft left and right. Immediately with that softness, you want to gain control of their body parts, their butt, and then later their shoulders, which he should already have some of that. From there, your focus is going to be to get him to hang his head and neck from his shoulders. If you can do that, that is actively going to turn off the motor. That's going to, anytime their pole, the top of their head drops below their shoulders, it releases an endorphin that kills adrenaline. And that is exactly what we are looking to do with him. Since he does know how to get the pressure, it'll be a little bit different than what he's used to, but you should be able to get that done. Okay. So we have a couple people here that have post-hole drivers. All right. So the kind of post driver that I'm talking about is going to connect to a skid steer or a tractor, and it's going to kind of knock the post in the ground for you. So I have the old Manuel tube one that you do all the work, but we have thousands of feet of fence that we need to run here, and that is kind of what I'm looking for. If any of you have one of those that you are interested parting with, I am definitely game to trade you some services or goods for it. Besso is definitely a beautiful horse. I love that tail, love his shape. I love how soft and bendy he is.
That's goody.
That's it, Miss Lori. Working on this lay down in the grass. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. Now relax. Good job, Miss Lori. Way to be persistent and stick with it and just let her relax down there and eat some grass. That is a great way. Yeah. See, be careful that your hand doesn't come so far across her neck. There you go. Nice. Way to twist your shoulders there. That's it. That's it. I love that outside leg coming back up under your hips while this inside leg is forward. Twist your shoulders and chest. Nice. So you don't want to come across their neck so much because they'll kind of hang up the steering. That's it. That's looking good. Very nice there. Looking good. You don't got to worry about Miss Lori. Miss Lori's going to put in those reps. And I tell folks all the time, that is what we are looking for. Once you get that information, it's all about how much do you practice? How many days do you get up? It's hot, it's cold, it's raining, it's not. And you put in those reps. That's just what we're trying to see. You're doing a great job with your chest right there, twisting around. Awesome. Come here. Come here. Say hi to everybody. Come on. Come here. Come here. Say hi, everybody. All right. Who is that?
Dada.
No, you're Millie. I'm Dada.
It's Dada.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say we love you.
Love you.
Give him a kiss. Blow him a kiss.
Okay. Give Daddy a kiss. Go night night.
Give me a kiss.
Give Daddy a kiss.
Kiss,
Give
kiss,
Mama
kiss,
a
kiss.
kiss.
No, give me a kiss.
Oh, Mama kiss.
Do I get a kiss? Love you.
Mama
Good
kiss.
night.
Good night, Daddy. Throw kisses.
Mama kiss.
Mommy's a Bond. She's out of town. She ain't bad.
Baby had to say good night. She's getting so grown up. Looking good in that backup, Miss Lori. I like the persistency. Persistence. Oh, we're out there starting horses.
Tell him how good he is when he does this well. Good boy. Ready?
That's it, Miss Judy. Fool's Gold's first ever ride.
Okay, bud.
The first person I saw start a horse and used to come give me a trick for starting a horse was TJ Clibbins, a famous Mustang trainer and warm blood trainer out of Wisconsin. He's Australian, but he's out of Wisconsin. And he's the first person to show me that you could do that. Matter of fact, he showed me competing against him that you could do the come give me trick from ride one.
What a good boy.
I know you're probably feeling safer to keep your feet out of those stirrups, but believe it or not, you will be doing him and yourself more justice if you just put the tips of your toes in there and just the tips of your toes and the balls of your feet, because your balance will increase so much. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Because once you swing your leg over, you're married to that horse. So you want to do everything you can to not get off balance, to not come back and goose them. And if you are not using your stirrups, that's a surefire way to, they make a motion, you goose them.
Good boy. Walk up.
Very nice.
Kind of bump him. Take some bump. Walk. Come on, Bubby.
Anytime he doesn't want to walk off, disengage him.
Walk up. Come on.
So right there, I'd already flex him, look at his butt, move his butt.
Stop.
Flex him, look at his butt, move his butt. If you can get 2 feet moving, you can get 4 feet moving.
If we just turn a little, you can walk. Come on. Good boy. Did a good one where you stop. Come on. I'd give him his head. Just let him go whatever direction he wants. Keep asking him. If he takes one step in any direction, come on, stop kicking him. Let's go. Yes, that's your pretty head. Let's go. Walk. Well, at least you know I didn't lie to you and tell me he was actually a broke horse the whole time. Come on, walk.
So right there, what I want you to do the next time that you do this is flex him out and around from his face and move his butt.
No, you're not
Flex
doing
him out from around his face and move his butt. Because right now you're adding energy. There we go. So you popped him on his butt. What did he move? He moved his butt.
Okay, yeah.
If you can move 2 feet, you can move 4 feet. If you're just at a standstill and you're revving the gas pedal and revving the gas pedal and there's nowhere going, that's like a potato in the tailpipe.
Boy. No more. Come on. You're
Don't
smart.
forget your
You're doing
clip
fast.
underneath.
Only ask for a few steps.
I was just trying to steer as well as.
I wouldn't even bother steering.
Okay, no steering. But you're not bucking, you're not rearing, you're not misbehaving. Good boy.
See, that's
Okay.
what I want.
Now he's trying to get to you though, so you walk over there and see if he'll go that way without
look.
me steering. Because now
It's
he's just
better to put a steering wheel on before the motor goes than after it goes and we don't have one. There we go.
Okay, I'm kicking him too much. Thank you for telling me.
Think about it in this order. You don't have to have movement to get their head soft, flex left and right. You do have to have control of their head to move their butt. And then you have to have face and butt usually before they're going to have enough forward for you to be able to move their shoulders. So if you always think about it in that order, you won't get, they won't stall out with you during cold starting. Because in cold starting, if they won't move, okay, just make them soft. Once you have them soft here left and right, take their face and move their butt as you get them moving 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet, then they'll want to move 4 feet. And that keeps you from having to push them through that discomfort to go forward.
Good boy. This way?
But your prep work is really on point because look how at ease
Actually,
he
I
is.
know
and
it's
relaxed
pretty
he is.
advanced, but I'm also trying to teach him. If I'm going that way, I'm only putting the right leg on. Just to start him with learning. Yeah, just to start him with learning that this leg, right leg, is go left.
It's such a habit for me to ride that way.
Exactly.
There we go.
And because you said stop kicking, I'm trying to teach him cluck first. Then I'll add a kick if he doesn't go.
Well, I think it's more important that when he starts going, you stop kicking.
Yes.
Also, I think you're kicking him way too hard. He's going to be dead-sided. But
Looking awesome.
Maybe, but Dusty wasn't, and he was my horse for years, so maybe I'm not. I don't know.
I don't think you were kicking him as hard as you're kicking this podcast.
I don't know.
But he's also not overreacting to it. He's always good.
See, I didn't do any kick there. Just did a cluck.
So almost if I'm going to kick a colt start, I'm going to have them bent and kick for direction. Kind of like using a crop for a horse on the first time. I want to get their head bent off one way or the other if they're going to get uncomfortable. So I don't really kick in a straight line too often until we're a couple rides in and they already have an idea of what they're going to do.
Good boy. Well, you got to the camera. That's good.
There we go. Now we've got some motion. Look where we're going. That's it. Nice. Very good job. It's kind of exhilarating to start a horse that's never been ridden before, huh? Nice. Serpentines are great. Circles are great. Anything that has to do with bending and moving is really good for young horses. That's it. Love how you're turning your chest and your body, getting that twist on them. In neutral, try to bring your hands down to his neck, kind of in that blind spot. Where you kind of give him your hands, put the handcuffs on, so that when a hand leaves, it means something to him, and he'll become more sensitive to turning. But if our hands are always out, then he'll start ignoring them.
Left leg. Lots of cooking. What a good bull. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump. The left leg, right rein open. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Got out of the round pen because I wanted to give him more room to move. It seems to have helped a lot. Getting a lot more steps. Oh. Even gives me a back. Back. Good boy. Back.
Very nice. Very nice. Looking
Later in the week,
good.
we go on a trail.
Awesome. I love how your hand comes away from his neck, takes him off center, and your body follows.
Easy.
That's it. That's it. And then hands back to center. Nice. Think about center being the blind spot. So whenever your hands go to center, he can't see them. So whenever he sees one, it's like, oh, we need to go that way. Whenever he sees one, oh, they go that
You
way.
see it, but
That's
it's a bit
another way
easier
to
to
soften
tell
up a colt
this
start and really get
Sarah
them
not here
going
telling me
real,
every second
real
what I'm
quiet.
doing wrong.
Not too different
Kind of figured
from
it out on
what
my own, and it's working
Miss
great.
Lindsay was doing with Eve earlier on in bridleless, making sure she doesn't touch him, that she puts her hand down on Eve's neck until she decides to turn or take it one direction or the other. And that really allows the horse to say, oh, this is neutral. I should be going straight. The earlier
And
on you teach this
it's
horse two
no
legs
no
and two
ponies
reins
making
mean go
decisions.
straight, one leg and one rein means turn, the quicker that horse will
It's
be
not a
handy,
good
the
idea.
quicker that horse will want to get there. Very cool. Very nice job, Miss Judy, on starting that colt. That colt looks really quiet, really nice. All right, Eben and Buckeye, roping practice. Buckeye is drifting left and sometimes ducking when Eben throws his rope. He tracks the sled fine without the rope and is not shy when swinging the rope without the sled. What should we do to fix this? So much
So
of that.
a little, I'm on Zoom too. So
Awesome.
I just, a little added information is that we've been taking lessons all summer, but we moved to an indoor and they asked us to get the breakaway Honda with the horn nut.
Yes.
And the first night we did that, like the Honda just broke off and stuck out.
Yes.
And the sled wasn't, the dummy wasn't like strapped to the sled. So the dummy actually popped off the sled. So I don't know if he's developing somewhat of a fear,
Gotcha.
knowing that, you know, something might come and get him when they catch. So he's just trying to leave.
Absolutely. So much of that is just reps. Like rope horses are going to get slapped in the face. It's just part of the game. You know, like things happen and they get popped. They just have to deal with it. So we have to be able to keep getting those reps in there. And so much of holding that on, if it's not whenever they swing the rope, whenever you're not swinging your rope, a lot of times I'll have my rope and everything the way that I want it. And I will ride two-handed with my rope in my hand to the steer, put them where I want, pick up a swing. If they dart or dodge or anything, I'll go right from swinging right back to two hands on my rope and put them right back where I want, where that seems like the happiest and easiest place to be. And then, yes, occasionally you're going to get off balance or something's going to happen there and get caught and you're going to slap them in the face, as horrible as that is. But another 50 reps of not getting touched in the face and it'll go away. Just like whenever you're moving a horse with a crop and they start getting sensitive to it and then you desensitize them with it and then they become okay with it again. Okay. The other thing, when you're one-handed and you're actually roping, so much of it has to do with your left leg and left rein trapping that horse and not allowing them in. So by the time that you're one-handed and you're tracking around and you're roping things, you want to be able to hold that heel in and hold that left rein on so that they don't dodge out to the left. So many head horses have this problem because they know they're going to turn left, and you really have to work on them not bailing off. One of the ways that you can really fix that is by the leg yields that I showed you and the counter bend circles. So you start really counter bending that horse. Of course, you want both ways, but in this case, those leg yields to the right and those counter bend circles to the right are really going to help Evan hold that horse up because he's going to be so soft to that left leg. He's going to be so soft to that left rein because of the leg yields to the right and the counter bend circles to the right.
Okay.
All right, let's see him go time. He's so brave, just fearless. I would eat dirt. That's it, buddy. 2. Nice, nice. Very cool. Very cool. That almost looks like a student that we had here for a while. Very good job, Evan. I
Or
like
which one?
on that.
The girl?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the teacher. She's her name's Emma Wyant. She's only 18, but she's gone to like the National High School Finals rodeo out in Wyoming. When was that? When was that? Was that November?
Very cool.
I can't remember. Yeah, she's talented.
Well, tell Evan he did an awesome job tying that thing up and keep working with this horse. Sometimes these things happen. We had a steer flip a chute. Okay, in all fairness, it was a big steer, but he got upset in the chute and knocked it down. And for, 2 or 3 practices, Cody was terrified of the chute. Like anytime the chute would do anything other than open and close, it was like freaking him out. And it was just a matter of reps. Like we really didn't train anything, really didn't do much different. We just kept going through the reps, and he's like, oh, okay, that was a freak thing. So
Okay.
your horse needs to figure out the same thing is, hey, that thing popped off. It was a freak thing, or the rope caught me a weird way. That was a freak thing. And you just keep putting the reps in. Again, if they're not listening to when you're saying, hey, stay straight, stay in here, then you can add in some softening exercises, leg yields and counterbend circles. But if it was just like a freak thing and the horse is just more sensitive to it and kind of wincing and looking and stuff like that, that's just a matter of reps.
Okay. Good deal. Thank you.
No problem at all. I hope you guys are having an awesome winter up there. And I am going to.
It's muddy. It's really muddy.
Yes, it happens here too. We've got some training horses out. So now I'm going to fill some stalls with red clay and fill them up. Good wintertime projects. Well, I am checking to see if there are any more questions here. If not, you guys have done a awesome job. It's been an amazing year so far. Like I said, we had our big blowout at the end of the year, which was a really good time. Had so many familiar faces there. We're going to start doing that every year. So go ahead and start getting prepared that we are going to have a big blowout at the end of the year to finish off the year strong, because that was really cool. Really enjoyed it. Thank you for everybody that came. For everybody that couldn't, I wish you were there because it was a blast. Everybody that has new ponies, like it came through the stocking, like Santa Claus brought it. Congratulations. I'm so excited that so many of the horses ended up in our core group, that we could see them grow up and see all the fun times that they are going to have together. So big shout out to Miss Judy with Corazon. Big shout out to Miss Linda, Miss Carla. So many in the groups. Got them. I'm so excited for you guys. I can't wait to see these guys work and grow up and all the fun you guys are going to have together. Well, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Horse Talk Live, and I will see you guys next week.
Good night.
Good night. Will I have another training competition for 1 year employment? I might just do that. We're going to see how this one goes and how it plays out, but I might just have that. All right, guys.